The lie detector determined that was a lie.
The end is near! We are all gonna die! Holy shit, we really are gonna die!
We'll do it live! We'll do it live! We'll do it live!
Holy shit, we really are gonna die!
We'll do it live! We'll do it live! Do it live! I'll write it, you do it live! Fuck,
The lie detector
suck!
determined that was a lie.
That's an incredible idea. Come on, man. Give me a little break here.
My whole life I've burglarized a grocery store, sold some nickels and dimes, busted open a stamp machine, stole a few automobiles, and cashed a couple checks.
My mom lied to me.
I'm a petty car thief.
You got nothing! Nothing!
Been with prostitutes and bums and foreigners all my life. This street is my world. I don't pretend to go uptown and be anything
Holy
fancy.
shit, we really
I
are
can,
gonna die!
but I find more real in the world that I'm in than I do the tinsel. And the real
Holy
world is
shit,
the
we
one I have
really
to
are
deal with
gonna
every
die!
day. Believe me, if I started murdering people, there'd be none of you left.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
Holy shit, we really are gonna die!
What a fucking drama queen. Bang, 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 bang. Bang, 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 bang.
Holy shit, we really are gonna die!
I want to see my fucking mom, and you're not gonna do jack shit to stop it.
Okay, you got the money.
Ready to help you out? I don't know if you guys can still hear me. I'm not sure if I'm on the air. Holy shit, we really are gonna die! I don't know if you guys can still hear me. I'm not sure if I'm on the air. Holy shit, we really are gonna die!
What a fucking drama queen.
My whole life I've burglarized a grocery store, sold some nickels and dimes,
Can you lend a nigga a pencil?
My whole life I've burglarized a grocery store, sold some nickels and dimes, busted open a stamp machine, stole a few automobiles, and cashed a couple checks. I'm a petty car thief. I've been with prostitutes.
Can you lend a nigga a pencil?
Holy shit, we really are gonna
The lie
die!
detector determined that
This
was a
street is
lie.
my world. I
We'll do it live!
don't pretend to go uptown and be anything fancy. I can, but I find more real
Drama queen.
in the world that I live than I do the tinsel. And the real world is the one I have to deal with every day.
Come on, man. Give me a little break here.
If I started murdering people, there'd be none of you left.
Die, you son of a bitch.
Holy shit, we really are gonna die! Holy shit, we really are gonna die!
I put the H on it to emphasize it. Ah.
We'll do it live!
Holy shit, we really are gonna die! The end is near! We are all gonna die!
You magnificent bastard! I salute you!
Holy shit, we really are gonna die!
Awfully unsporting of me, I know, but what the hey? I gotta have some fun.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
We'll do it live!
Consequences, consequences. As long as I'm rich.
My whole life I burglarized the grocery store, stole some nickels and dimes, busted open its stamp machine, stole a few automobiles, cashed a couple checks.
Now you know the rest
I've
of the story.
been with prostitutes and bums and winos and all my life.
You can tell it's real because it looks
This street is my world.
We'll do it live.
I don't pretend to go uptown and do anything fancy.
The
I
lie
can,
detector determined that was a
but
lie.
I find more real in the world that I'm in
The
than
lie
I do
detector
the tinsel.
determined that was a lie.
And the real world is the one I have to deal with every day.
What a fucking drama
Believe me,
queen.
if I
do it
started
live.
murdering people, there'd be none of it left.
Fucking retarded. That's fucking retarded.
Number one, we can't afford it.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
Holy shit, we really all gonna die! The end is near! We are all gonna die! Holy shit, we really all gonna die!
Don't look at me.
My whole life I burglarized the grocery store, stole some nickels and dimes, busted open its stamp machine, stole a few automobiles, and cashed a couple checks. I'm a petty con.
Can you lend a nigga a pencil?
Been with
The lie
prostitutes and
detector
bums and
determined
winos
that was a lie.
all my life. This street is my world. I don't pretend to go uptown and do anything fancy. I can, but I find more real in the world that I'm in than I do the tinsel. And the real world is the one I have to deal with every day. Believe me, if I started murdering people, there'd be none of it left.
I put the ink on it.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
We'll do it live. We'll do it live.
Holy shit, we really all gonna die!
Stop pushing your shit.
Holy shit, we really all gonna die! Holy shit, we really all gonna die!
My bed is covered in rat
The
feces.
lie detector determined that was a lie.
Holy shit, we really all gonna die!
We'll do it live. Do it live. All right.
Consequences, consequences. As long as I'm rich.
Holy shit, we really all gonna die!
Come on, man. Give me a little break here.
We'll do it live.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
Holy shit, we really all gonna die!
Yeah, man, I tell you what, that dang old internet, man, you just go on there and point and stick it.
We all gonna die!
You were just dumbing a bag of hammers.
My whole life I burglarized the grocery store, stole some nickels and dimes, busted open
Holy
its stamp
shit, we
machine,
really are
stole a
gonna
few
die.
automobiles, and cashed a couple checks.
Can you lend a nigga a pencil?
I've been with prostitutes and bums and winos and all my life. This street is my world. I don't pretend to go uptown and be anything fancy.
Yeah,
I can,
nigga.
but I find more real in the world that I'm in than I do the tinsel.
Holy shit,
And
we
the
really
real
all
world is the
gonna
one I have
die!
to deal with every day. Believe me, if I started murdering people,
Holy shit, we really all gonna die!
believe me, if I started murdering people, there'd be none of it left.
Holy shit, we really all gonna die!
Believe me, if I started murdering people, there'd be none of it left.
Holy shit, we really all gonna die! The end is near! We all gonna die! Holy shit, we really all gonna die!
Believe me, if I started murdering people, there'd be none of it left.
Holy shit, we really all gonna die!
We'll do it live! Do it live! I'll write it and we'll do it live! Fucking thing sucks!
What a fucking drama queen.
Can you lend a nigga a pencil?
Believe me, if I started murdering people, there'd be none of it left.
Shall we play a game?
I am the only candidate for United States Senator who is for the white people.
You mentioned the words obsessed and fixation. Like, I am obsessed with Jesus Christ.
A bullshit artist.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I'm trying to take care of business. Keep it up, I'm a nigga.
I want me some glory hole.
I mean, I'm tripping balls here.
Fuck you!
Fuck you, Matthew McConaughey! Fuck you, man!
George Bush doesn't care about black people.
Don't like what we tell you to believe in, we'll kill you.
You
seem like a nice guy.
I don't want to be a nigga anymore.
Well, that depends. Can you go fuck yourself?
Usually this easy direction stuff is a big lie, like the Holocaust.
It's my favorite family to deliver milk to. The niggas.
It explodes and blows your mother into 56 pieces that you take you 2 weeks to find.
Hitler had the right idea! He was just an underachiever!
Well, you shut the fuck up when I'm talking to you, boy.
I'm a deeply closeted gay guy.
No kidding.
I'm going to give you the blowjob of your life.
Anybody want your dick sucked?
Doesn't that hurt your feelings?
No.
Well, you're just anti.
I'm not black.
Hey, there's a fucking train coming. See the lights? On, it's a train. Oh my God, you see how you lost your leg? The other leg? Get out. Oh, God damn.
It's very real.
Put this on if you want a pogo.
I'll fuck you till you love me, faggot.
It's an honor to be joined by men. And not faggot-ass, cornhole-and cocksuckers.
What if I want to have sex before I get married?
Well, I guess you just have to be prepared to die.
Hey, howdy, folks! Ladies, gents, cocksuckers, pederasts! I hope you all enjoy the show! Yes, I do!
So first thing in the morning, clear my head of noise. Boom. Focus on my breathing.
I get horny out there. I'm a chronic masturbator.
Give me some more watermelon while you're at it.
Yes, dear.
White fat ass slut.
Well, be careful now, Dr. Schultz. You might have caught yourself a little dose of nigger love.
I can't help it that I'm custom made. I can't help it that I look good, smell good, can't dance all night long. I can't help it.
In matters of vaginal odor, an unpleasant aroma down there could cast a shadow on the grandest of romances.
Guess where you just got into? Cool guy zone.
I know from experience, dude. You know what I mean?
Input. More input.
Guy, fuck you!
You don't know about life? How it only disappoints and gets worse and worse until it ends in a catastrophe?
Yes, my mommy says it's time to take my nap. I better take it.
What's up, everybody, and welcome to tonight's show of the Rained Out RantCast. Thanks for joining. If you're joining on freeworld.fm, thanks for tuning in. I guess there's a chat over there. I can't monitor any of that stuff. I can't monitor the chats or the whatever. It's too much. But when I'm by myself. So anyways, tonight's show is going to be clip heavy like usual. I'm going to go running down some clips from last week because this is a Sunday show. I don't know if you know that, but it is Sunday. Let me get this set up I didn't want it to echo like last time. It likes to echo. I seen this. Apparently, this has come off of Trump retruthed this, I guess. This is a shot at Biden and all the old fucking people. We'll start off with this.
Residents feel right at home. Our vibrant facility offers delightful activities and outings, round-the-clock professional care, and exquisite house-made meals.
Well, I've been eating everything that's put in front of me. I've been eating all Italian foods, basically.
And ice cream.
And ice cream, chocolate chip ice cream.
White House Senior Living, where residents feel like presidents.
Oh, that is nice. That place looks real nice to be at the White House Senior Living House. Trump tweeted that out, or truthed that out. I guess he didn't tweet it out because they don't tweet on truth. They truth, and then someone takes it and tweets it. So it's like a true tweet. You get what I'm saying? If you're watching on Rumble, click the thumbs up button if you would. And then if you're watching on, I have it streaming on YouTube. For some reason, they have not kicked us off of it from streaming on YouTube recently. Probably going to happen today. Anyways, click the thumbs up if you're on the Rumble. If you're on the freeworld.fm, I don't know if there's a thumbs up to click or not. That would be cool. If there is, click it. That'd be great. I thought this clip of Mariah Carey. There's a clip of Mariah Carey who her trying. Someone asked her about an electric bill, and it's confusing. Which like that would be awesome if it was that confused. Like her whole life, she's never paid an. Listen.
Who? Bill who?
I know, so bill like a bill.
What is that? What do you...
Like electricity.
Oh, you have to pay for that?
Yeah, I don't get it free.
In America, we get it free.
No, you don't.
Yes, we do.
You.
What a fucking... Like, seriously? She's been rich her whole entire life. Her whole life she's been rich. That's what happens when you're rich your entire fucking life. It's amazing. It's absolutely fucking astonishing. Whole life. Whole entire life it has been rich. It's nice. Wouldn't that be nice to be that rich? Be so laid back, relaxing. I did have I don't think I have it loaded up, but a video of Bill Gates trying to guess prices on Ellen of all fucking shows. Which was funny because he's so out of touch with reality and life. He thought like a box of Cheez-Its was like $95. It's crazy. I want to play this clip because this is... I mentioned this a lot on AM Wake Up about Denzel Washington being the best actor ever. And I stick by this. And really, Froggy Fresh, I don't know if you've heard of Froggy Fresh. He used to go by the name of Krispy Kreme, little known rapper. He was actually got his stardom on Tosh.0 because everybody made fun of him because he made a rap that was stupid. But he's a troll. He does that on purpose. He's got this one rap, Same Old Kid. Go check that one out. Anyways, I want to play Denzel Washington, best actor ever, from Froggy Fresh.
That be going on in Hollywood. You know, niggas be wearing the dresses and shit. We just want to know, man, what did you mean by that?
Let me tell you this. First of all, it's so funny because Denzel always told me we'd be at the parties. He said, you leave 30 minutes for the devil get there. Okay. And when he would say that, I will always remember that Denzel would leave the parties early. And I follow Denzel out. I'm out. You see what I'm saying? Because when you leave 30 minutes for the devil get there, there's nothing wrong with going to the parties. Even Christ party with the sinners. You know what I mean? But when you leave 30 minutes for the devil get there, you know, you able to have your integrity. I meant off screen. It's not what you do on screen. What you do off screen is more important. You know, I've never, ever had to sell my body sexually for any role.
line Q. His son needed a heart, he knew what he had to do. He went up in the hospital and said, here's the deal. My name's Denzel, and I always keep it real. My son needs a heart, so you better get one fast. And if you do not hurry up, I'll kick your freaking butt. And guess what happened? His son got a heart. I knew that he could do it, cause Denzel is really smart. And how could you ever forget Man on Fire? If you say it's not a good movie, then you're a liar. Let me tell you why Denzel is a superstar. He left the CIA to be a little girl's bodyguard. The girl got stolen, all we could do was pray. But once again, Denzel comes to save the day. He gave his own life in exchange for the girls. If you ain't heard about my homeboy Denzel, he's out of this world. I said it's Denzel Washington, the best actor ever. He's so darn cool, he's so darn clever. I think that you're the man, and Mike does too. Denzel, if you want, you can join our crew. I said it's Denzel Washington, the best actor ever. He's so darn cool, he's so darn clever. I think that you're the man, and Mike does too. Denzel, if you want, you can join our crew. And how could you forget the Book of Eli, where Denzel played a superhero blind guy? It was kinda sad, cause everyone was bad. Denzel was the only good guy the world had. He had to hide the Bible from the thieves and the crooks. But then at the end, Carnegie stole the book. You thought Denzel had lost, and you were like, dang, but guess what? Eli memorized the whole thing. Did you forget about the Titans? Do you remember the Titans with his back against the wall? Denzel just keeps on fighting. Coach Boone is the new head coach in town. They try to make him leave, but Denzel ain't no clown. And once again, Denzel comes to save the day. He earned the team's respect, and he taught them boys to play. With Julius Campbell and Gary Bertier, you better cheer because they won the championship on that year. I said it's Denzel Washington, the best actor ever. He's so darn cool, he's so darn clever. I think that you're the man, and Mike does too. Denzel, if you want, you can join our crew. I said it's Denzel Washington, the best actor ever. He's so darn cool, he's so darn clever. I think that you're the man, and Mike does too. Denzel, if you want, you can join our crew. Peace.
Denzel said to me a few minutes ago, he said, at your highest moment, be careful, that's when the devil comes for you.
Yeah, Denzel Washington, best actor ever. He tried to warn them, but they don't listen. Especially that Willie Smith, he really didn't listen very much. Anyways, last week there was in Ecuador, there was a TV station taken over by gunmen. I don't know if you heard of this, but gunmen took it over. They had guns. Look at them. Look at their guns. We covered this on AM Wake Up. I don't know if everybody... Well, not everybody will listen to that. Whatever. Anyways. I thought they were going to start playing some, like, you know, look at his grenade. You can tell these are fake because everybody has their fingers. You know, if you're making shitty bombs like that, there would be a lot of fingers missing. There'd be missing. Fingers would be missing. CCC. Now, on AM Wake Up, we talked about the just reckless regard for gun and trigger safety. It was out of control in this event. Now, later on in the day, we did see that within, like, I don't know, 88, it was like 8 minutes or something, 15 minutes. We'll say 15 minutes, I think, this happened. They were unmasked and marched out one by one like they were Jews coming out of the tunnels. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so they got marched down, and that was the end of that whole fucking story. Is that crazy? That was the end of the story. That was it. I haven't looked into it because I don't live in Ecuador, so why, But yeah, that was a little crazy event out of like nowhere for no fucking reason. Like, I always thought like if people took over the TV stations or something, they played like loose change, if they played like loose change and put it on loop, the first one. You know what? Yeah, let's do the first one. I don't care. There's a couple things that I'll probably cut out, but that's fine. People will figure it out. Yeah, you just like play loose change. Like maybe play like Alex Jones's police state show, They didn't do that. They just got arrested. Moving right along. I want to get into some ladies that gaslight. One of the ladies being Liz Cheney. An example of her gaslighting people is it's this.
If you look at the Select Committee's work, we made a criminal referral with respect to the part of the 14th Amendment that talks about providing aid and comfort to an insurrection. I certainly believe that Donald Trump's behavior rose to that level. I believe that he ought to be disqualified from holding office in the future. It's working its way through the courts. And in the meantime, and in any case, we have to be prepared to ensure that we can defeat him at the ballot box.
Whatever it takes, homie. And then the gaslighting that's happening right now, because, it's election time, is pretty wild.
Parts of the political spectrum, one of the biggest issues that we have when it comes to immigration is the fact that we have an undocumented population. Mm-hmm. Now, you can fix that by trying to build a wall, or you can fix that by trying to document people and create a path to citizenship.
Totally the wrong clip, but you get the point. She's trying to just document the illegal people so they can vote, because right now the polls are showing like 24% of human beings in the United States identify as a Democrat. That just came out before I got on the air. Well, if you were on Rumble, the little DJ jam there, that was a little freestyle there.
Holy shit, we really are gonna die!
Holy shit, we are gonna die. Anyways. Yeah, so like just document all the undocumented people. Apparently they're giving the illegals crossing the border wristbands now that are electronic. They're basically ankle monitors, but on their wrist is what they're doing. I don't know if they get activated like November 3rd or something, and everybody meets up, and then they gotta go stand in the line thing, the whole line. They'll just stand in the line thing. But yeah, I mean, they're on here like saying like Trump's going to murder everybody. It's pretty wild,
They're saying they have a right to engage in political assassination of their rivals. And if you can kill one person, certainly you can kill several of them. Well, let's say then they feel like they might be convicted in the Senate, but if they could just knock off 3 people who were going to vote to convict him, then he'd be all right. Then they go ahead and murder them. Then he can't be convicted. Then he can't be prosecuted. So I honestly believe that this Supreme Court is not so corrupted that it will fall for an argument as corrupt and pernicious as this one.
I know from experience. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Yeah, it sounded like he was like, he's already plotted and planned who he's going to fucking murder when he can. It's like that one dude who's like, the blackmail, they fucking follow us around, and you'll be at the bar drunk, and some lady, he, she, or what, I don't know what shows up, Hoobala! Anyways, moving right along, Aaron Rodgers. I don't know if you guys know this, but there's some football games going on. Probably some football games going on right now. People are winning. People are losing. Mainly Vegas. Vegas is mainly winning. I heard the Kansas City game was pretty cool. It turns out it was a pay-per-view game. Now the NFL is pay-per-view, if you didn't know. That's pretty cool, right? And couldn't have seen that one coming with the FCC's net neutrality coming, if someone would have warned anybody back in 2016 about that. But now it is pay-per-view. You could say, nah, you got to just have the Peacock. Well, they can suck my fucking cock. What just happened and why the gong just went off. My sound guy's out of control. Yeah, well, the NFL. Aaron Rodgers was last week on. I think it was last week. It was one of these weeks. It was very recently. It was a week in the recent present past of the weeks, in the month, in the last month, in the time that they've been playing football. Well, not him, because he tore his Achilles. Yeah, that was like the fucking fakest shit. Anyway, so this was the last time he was on Pat McAfee's show.
Who dealt with the draconian measures, and that's my last point. Then I just want to fucking move on. But it's like people are always like, why are you still talking about COVID? Like, why don't you just move on? It's ridiculous. I'm like, well, let's see what happened. They locked everybody up forever. It was supposed to be a couple weeks, right? They locked everybody up. Hundreds of thousands of businesses closed and never opened again. Many of dozens of people that I know in their 30s, who poured everything into these small businesses and restaurants and bars and never opened again. So they lost everything. They're out on their ass, right? The wealth gap got even bigger from the haves and have-nots. They lied to.
Yeah, so that was last week, I believe. Every time he's on Pat McAfee, he, COVID and shit gets brought up. But I think it was yesterday. It might have been yesterday. Might have been, or I guess it was Friday. Either Thursday or Friday. Pat McAfee announced that Aaron Rodgers is no longer with us. He had died.
What we do know is the guy that stopped by yesterday caused quite a conversation.
A little bit, yeah. A little bit.
Now?
Per usual.
Not like that.
Yeah.
So Aaron Rodgers Tuesday, season 4 is done.
Yeah. Complete. Next season.
There's going to be a lot of people that are happy with that, myself included, to be honest. With the way it ended, it got real loud. And real loud. I'm happy that is not going to be my mentions going forward, which is great news. We're a conversation show. People are having conversations. We live in a country that has freedom of speech, but also you're going to have to deal with the consequences of your freedom of speech. So what I'm saying is we've given a lot of people who've been waiting for us to fail a lot of ammo and things to attack us for over the last week. And we would love to get back to the point where we just move on and continue to silence all the haters over here who can't negotiate as good as I can, all the people over here who can't create a show as good as us, and all the people up here who are just going to always be here, and they're going to hustle and do their thing, which I respect. But we need to do that, and that is our focus. That is our goal. And Aaron Rodgers is a Hall of Famer. He's a 4-time MVP. He's a massive piece of the NFL story. Whenever you go back and tell it, he will be a huge part of it. We are very lucky to get a chance to chat with him and learn from him. Some of his thoughts and opinions, though, do.
For a second. This is McAfee. Pat McAfee. Look at his fucking name. It's McAfee. And then if you look at John, whatever.
Piss off a lot of people. And I'm pumped that is no longer going to be every single Wednesday of my life, which it has been for the last few weeks. On Friday, obviously, I threw us into the fire as well. Forever stand by that. Everything else, though, just can't do that, and not what we want to be known for. And I'm also pumped that I don't have to do these types of talks anymore. So with that being said, sports are alive right now.
Sports are alive and rigged, and Aaron Rodgers, like I said, no longer on ESPN's Pat McAfee. Like I said, this is crazy. His fucking name doesn't, it's McAfee. McAfee. Anyway, shut up. I don't know what the fuck is happening with that. It won't. Okay, they're fucking dead. We get it. Now we're stuck in some weird Aaron Rodgers is dead loop. Jesus Christ. losing it. Fucking.
I am so sick of these warmongering pedophiles.
Just sick of it. Yeah. Anyways, in this, sports is alive, guys. Totally rigged. Fucking shitty sports. Like I said, there's football going on. I believe the playoffs are going on. That's nice. The playoffs. I think Kansas City won their game. It was so fucking cold and no one could drink their beer. I seen pictures of no one could drink their beer. But again, it's pay-per-view now. So kind of called that one was coming pretty soon. I would say in the next 5 Super Bowls, you're gonna have to pay for it. It's gonna be pay-per-view. You know that, right? Everybody knows that? Everybody? Nobody. Okay. I don't like to hear that shit. But I'm right. That's what's going to happen. They did I've talked about the net neutrality and the Harlem Shake and shit. They even laughed and mocked you and stuff. It was great. It was really cool. Just like this clip of Michelle Obama. Some people like to refer to her as Mike. She may have a penis. It's possible. You've seen the videos of something swinging down there. I don't think she can conceal and carry. Does she need to conceal and carry? Not really. She's got the entire, Secret Service around her and shit. She doesn't need to conceal. She does not need to be packing. So yes, that is a ding-a-ling flopping along on Ellen.
Are we moving at all fast enough? What are we doing about education? Are people going to vote? And why aren't people voting? Are we too stuck to our phones? I mean, those are the things that keep me up because you don't have control over them. And you wonder, where are we in this? Where are our hearts? What's going to happen in this next election? I am terrified about what could possibly happen because our leaders matter. Who we select, who speaks for us, who holds that bully pulpit. It affects us in ways that sometimes I think people take for granted. The fact that people think that government, does it really even do anything? And I'm like, oh my God. Does government do everything for us? And we cannot take this government do everything for us. And
Let's play that a couple times.
Does government do everything for us?
And the guy just agrees.
Does government do everything for us?
Like, what?
Does government do everything
Could you
for
name
us?
one thing the government does for me, Mike? Mikkel? Maybe it's Mikkel. We've all been, it's like, her name's Mikkel. It's been Mikkel the whole time. We've been pronouncing it like Travis Kelce. It's actually Kels. Everybody's been calling him Kelsey so long, him and his brother, that that's it. That's his fucking name now. That's their name is Kelsey. It's actually Kels. Let's hear her say that one more time.
The fact that people think that government, does it really even do anything? And I'm like, oh my God. Does government do everything for us? And we cannot take this democracy for granted. And sometimes
Yeah, I mean, the guy's not, okay, Mikkel. Like what? What does it do for me personally? Except take my fucking money every week. Huh? That's the only thing the government directly does to you. That's it. There's nothing else the government directly does in your fucking life. Besides take your money out of your paycheck, they take it away. Isn't that fun? That's so nice. That's what they do. So, in honor of the election season, I always like to go the route of Brewster.
The only thing that's silly is the power of the people's vote. And I think the people should use it to vote for none of the above. And who are you going to vote for? Say it again. Let me hear it one more time.
Mr. Brewster, could you please give us your reason?
Why? Because fuck them, that's why.
Yeah, I'm with Brewster there. Fuck them. That's why. Nah, it doesn't work like that. We can't just like not vote, and we can't vote for none of the above because then they just do what they do anyways and just select who they want us to have, which is already done. That's already a done thing. It's pretty wild, the whole Vivek flipping flopping. Apparently, Vivek Ramaswamy was the top balls of the Repub Party until he told a voter a vote for him will save is to save Trump. I guess, and people are freaking out about that. Yeah, they're going to convict Trump and find him guilty. More than likely. So there will need to be someone there to pardon the motherfucker. I'm just saying, if I were to play devil's advocate, which is not my favorite thing to do. But someone would have to pardon the old dude so he doesn't have to die with one of those immigration wristbands on his arm in Mar-a-Lago prison. So, speaking of which, it's a fucked up segue, but Gonzalo Lira was a journalist who was in Kyiv. I believe he was in Kyiv. He was in Ukraine, the entire Ukrainian war. They arrested him twice. He was reporting on the corruption that was happening in Ukraine throughout the government. And they arrested him. I can't remember exactly when they arrested him this last time, but this was believed to be his last message.
Because I had an opinion that went against the narrative. And that's why I went to prison. And that's why, if I'm arrested again, I will die in prison. So I ask you, please, as many people as possible, the American State Department knows exactly who I am and the situation I'm currently involved in. And they know the fate that awaits me. They know it. They have that saying that, I forget the wording exactly. I'm a little stressed out, as you can imagine, but they have that saying that people are fundamentally good, but for evil to triumph, all you need is the indifference of good people. Please don't be indifferent to my fate. I ask you this very humbly. Please recognize that, the literal death that awaits me if this doesn't work out. Understand what's going on.
A lot of people didn't understand what was going on. Like he said, he was arrested the first time. That's when he disappeared for, God, I want to say like 3 weeks. Disappeared. And they came and fucking took him away. I think it was about 3 weeks the first time. It's just a sad state there. That's a American Chilean journalist who just died imprisoned in Ukraine because of their dictator, fucking Zionist, short, coke-headed leader. Anyways, back here in the America, the border crisis is pretty fucking out of control. I showed one of my videos from, I thought I had it pulled up. one of my videos from last week. I was kind of working on it. I wasn't fucking finished with it. But what's going on in the border is pretty fucking wild. And the people are just funneling over. We'll play this little clip, then I'll be right back.
Packs of Chinese males of military age, unattached to family groups, pretending not to speak English. These are probably saboteurs who are coming in on the first day of war with Asia. In Asia, I think that we're going to see acts of sabotage, assassinations, detonation of bombs, starting wildfires. And the Biden administration is paying no attention to this.
¿Elecciones en Estados Unidos? Sí. ¿Qué? ¿Biden o Trump?
Biden, porque nos están dando oportunidad, Biden.
When they smile at me, and she apparently wants to talk until somebody comes up and tells her not to.
Many of the millennials, dreamers, undocumented citizens, and I call them citizens because they contribute to this country, are fearful of voting. So if I vote, will immigration know where I live? Will they come for my family and deport us?
Not true. And the reason is, first of all, when you vote, you are a citizen yourself. And there is not a situation where the voting rolls somehow are transferred over and people start investigating, etc.
All right, guys, what you're looking at right now is the U.S. side of the Rio Grande. That is a mass of several hundred illegal immigrants who have just crossed the Rio Grande. And look at this, several hundred more screaming across as we speak. We're on a... You got people coming in now. Take a look at this. A lot of young adult men.
Many of the millennials, dreamers, undocumented citizens, and I call them citizens because they contribute to this country, are fearful of voting. So if I vote, will immigration know where I live? Will they come for my family and deport us?
Not true. And the reason is, first of all, when you vote, you are a citizen yourself. And there is not a situation where the voting rolls somehow are transferred over and people start investigating, etc. The sanctity of the vote is strictly confidential in terms of who you voted for. If you have a family member who maybe is undocumented, then you have an even greater reason to vote.
With the same group, let me try to ask you real quick. Hola, hablas español, ¿de dónde son? ¿De dónde son?
Ghana.
Ghana, you're from Ghana, okay.
Here we are on Eagle Pass, and that guy right there, he carries all the people's baggage across, so when they get here, they don't have to carry their bags. That's his job. So here we are.
We see all these people coming across, mostly military-age men coming from China, from Africa, from all over the world. Most of them not even being vetted when they come in here. But here's what's really going to bother you. When these folks come across and they're processed, they're being given a cell phone, a plane ticket to wherever they want to go in this country, so probably to a community near you, and a $5,000 Visa card. So while this Christmas season, you're struggling to keep your lights on, while you're struggling to pay your rent, put Christmas presents under the tree for your kids, we have our government giving people that came into this country illegally $5,000 gift cards. That's the truth, folks. God bless.
Packs of Chinese males of military age, unattached to family groups, pretending not to speak English.
Some of them did not scream. It's like they wanted to be raped, you see.
she also claims she's no
It's
more
like
crying.
she's enjoying it, you know, even though she isn't, but it's like she's enjoying it.
Rachel, what was going on in your mind at the time when you were doing this? You give me a sex, and I will be satisfied. Even you don't, I will make a plan to kill you.
Sometimes we know that we might rape her and wake up tomorrow with viruses ourselves, like HIV, you know.
What about regretting what you've done to the girl?
I also do regret about it, because if she fell pregnant, what will be that baby's father? Who will be that baby's father?
México, ¿a dónde vas en Estados Unidos? Atlanta. ¿Cuántos días aquí? Primero uno. Hoy, ¿ah? Okay. They got a Starlink out here. They've moved their whole operation, guys. This is wild. So this is no more deaths. They've moved their whole. These are the guys that actually are aiding and abetting cartel members at their camp. They're literally inviting invasion into our country, and they've moved the camp out here.
If I was a governor here, I would be afraid, because all of these people in China, military age, India, military age, even myself, I'm military age. And there's a question is coming up in here. One scary question. If an incident between US and China occur in Taiwan, what these people do? Or they come aside of US, or they take China's side? Don't know, and no one's know.
What was the route you took from Iran?
Coming to Turkey, and Turkey to Mexico, Mexico to United
So
States.
what would prevent a terrorist from doing the same thing?
Nothing. Exactly nothing.
That's scary.
Really scary. I'm telling you, a friend, if you see Europe, the people, the politician in Europe is sleeping now. Don't be offended, but Joe Biden is sleeping at the moment.
It's terrible.
It's far more than terrible. Not for US, for the all of the world. It's far more than terrible. Not for US, for the all of the world. If a recession come in US, there will like an epidemic, a pandemic comes in all the countries, and Joe Biden is doing this. It's not good.
So Trump was better. You want Trump back in office?
Despite that they fears us, if we come, Trump is back, you will be deported. Yes, I want Trump back.
Wow, that's a powerful statement.
Despite that, because he just create. We have a sentence in our country. That means a lot for this moment. I said in Persian, then I will rephrase it in English for you. We say, آنکه با مادر خود زنا کند با دیگران چها کند. That means if someone betray his family and his mother, just think about that, what he can do with the others.
Yeah, if he doesn't respect them, how will he respect
Joe
you?
Biden don't respect the US.
Wow.
That's my opinion.
Thank you.
Where are you from?
Guinea Conakry.
Where?
Guinea Conakry.
Guinea, okay. And where in the US do you want to go to?
Philadelphia.
Philadelphia. Why Philadelphia?
I have paper. I don't know the place. Let me check the place. I want to check the place.
Okay, so just an address in Philadelphia to go to? Okay.
Packs of Chinese males of military age, unattached to family groups, pretending not to speak English. These are probably saboteurs who are coming in on the first day of war with Asia. In Asia, I think that we're going to see acts of sabotage, packs of Chinese males of military age, unattached to family groups, pretending not to speak English. These are probably saboteurs who are coming in on the first day of war with Asia, on the first day of war with Asia, on the first day of war with Asia, on the first day of war with Asia.
¿Usted con quién viene, caballero? ¿Usted solo con... ¿Y la mamá? ¿La mamá qué? Christy, come here.
From where I sat on the border, there's a tree that you can see on the other side of the fence, but it's in U.S. territory. It's called the rape tree. And it's where the cartels extract their final payment from women who come across, sometimes from children. The Border Patrol watches helplessly while they do this. I talked to people, this Peruvian family that I talked to that had lost their life savings because the cartels rob them, they beat them, they extort them, they exploit them, and ultimately they rape them.
Baby, no forms. I have video of this. Hands the baby over, just disappears. And then she's back an hour later. Here's my baby. And the military's all there with guns like, oh, we're here to... Because the public thinks, oh, there's guys with guns, they're protecting it. No, they're protecting the smuggling. And you're like sitting here, we were there like 2 years ago, and they're loading like 4 or 5 kids in a hatchback of a car. And there's nobody even with them, not their moms, and there's a taxi driver. We're talking like 4, 5, 6, 7, 8-year-old kids. And I go over and I go, that's illegal.
A lot of heartbreaks going on.
You know what's really sad is most of these children look like this isn't just a natural sleep. They are
No, they're sedated. They are sedated. Look at them.
This is not.
Look at
he's. This is not.
Look at he's.
This is not.
Look at he's just like completely lunched over.
Yeah, that is definitely not normal. This is happening at a constant fucking rate right now. The Texas National Guard has been deployed to the border, in which we're seeing people being actually turned back. They're already screaming because some kids drowned in the Rio Grande and blaming it on Abbott. But this has got to stop. It has got to fucking stop. Plain and simple. This is absolutely
First
fucking
encounter
ridiculous.
Of the day. Well, at least while we've been here. First encounter of illegals here.
Thank you, DC. See ya. Goodbye.
All right, guys. So
Goodbye.
here's what you need to know.
Now you gotta swim your ass back. Oh shit. It's fucked up, but this is out of control. I could have made a fucking hour-long video. I didn't even get everything in the fucking video. I mean, you have Obama telling them, go ahead and vote. Nobody's going to fucking do anything about it. I show you O'Keefe going to the airport, which he's in O'Hare Airport. And you have now Laura Loomer talking about how O'Hare Airport is packed. And me and Steve covered that on AM Wake Up. We showed the videos of that, a month ago, 2 months ago. This is a fucking problem. Okay? It's a setup. All these people have been bussed and filled these major cities. Now they're saying in New York, in Brooklyn, schools were closed down so immigrants could then use the schools. Then the fact checks come out and go, oh, no, they didn't. The kids didn't get kicked out of school because the remote learning. They're just the gaslighting. They're remote learning, so they're not technically kicked. We didn't technically kick them out because, this is the immigrants coming in. The kids are on remote learning now. They're remote learning, so they're not kicked out of school. They're kicked out of the physical school. Okay, that is what happened. They are kicked out of the physical school. I mean, Adams 6 months ago.
Take the next step to this, to go to the faith-based locales, and then move to private residence. There are residents who are suffering right now because of economic challenges. They have spare rooms, they have locales, and if we can find a way to get over the 30-day rule and other rules that government has in its place, we can take that.
Okay, now is this why the Chabad made these tunnels? Is that why? God damn internet. Give me problems now, you son of a bitch. You go to mention the goddamn the goddamn and it, yeah, is that why they were building their tunnel? What in the shit is happening? All right, we're not gonna work, huh? You son of a bitch. No Benny Hill on this show. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I mean, was this just because Eric Adams said, God damn it, streaming internet, you son of a... Anyways, it's funny no matter how. I mean, Benny Hill on running Jewish Chabad dudes works. It fucking works. I don't know what to fucking tell you. But anyways,
to take the next step to this, to go to the faith-based locales.
Well, there you go. They were afraid of a pogrom coming and taking away their place of worship, so they fucking dug tunnels through 4 different fucking buildings, and there's a lot of news of, you know, the rapey of the kids and stuff. There are a lot of rapey of the kids, these Chabad. They call them phony Jews. Weird, because they really follow, you know, the Jewish thing very strictly. Oh shit! Am I an anarchist? I guess. I mean, stop. I don't know what that question was for. What has got to stop? The goddamn borders. They're setting us up so fucking. They're going to, you know, probably fucking trigger their bracelets, and then they go bananas. No pun intended on that. Was that a pun? I don't know if it was. Trying to bring up this video I got that I made to kind of show how much. Let's calm down, lady. Fucking lady's yelling. To show the traditions of the Chabad.
Have gotten the herpes virus after they got circumcised. Now authorities, including the health department, are investigating this case. Now, they were circumcised by an Orthodox Jewish family. It was part of their tradition.
It's a topic that not many people want to talk about, but an unlikely whistleblower, a young Orthodox Jewish woman, is now speaking out, claiming a local rabbi is infecting babies, making them sick. And what's worse, she says no one is doing anything to stop him. For centuries, when a Jewish baby boy...
Okay, we're going to have to come back to the Larry Silverstein comment. I was just working on some Larry Silverstein stuff.
...is born, the ancient ritual of circumcision is performed. But in some ultra-Orthodox communities, religious leaders known as moyals also engage in something controversial during the bris. In a practice known as Metzitza Bepe, or just MVP, the moil actually uses his mouth to suck the blood from the infant's penis after he cuts off the foreskin, meant to prevent infection and serve as a celebration of life. News 12 has learned the little-known practice has turned into a curse for life.
But you can't change the tradition that we have for thousands years because something happened.
For Jewish parents, the bris is one of the first religious rites for their baby boys, a circumcision. But there's one kind of bris in ultra-Orthodox communities that's causing some alarm.
It's not healthy. I mean, nowhere it's written
jak I'm seated.
The practice is called Masitsa Bapay, where a moil uses his mouth to suck blood away from the baby boy's genitals after circumcision. Last September, a Brooklyn boy who was only 2 weeks old died here at Maimonides Medical Center just a few days after he underwent the circumcision ritual. The medical examiner later ruled that he died of herpes simplex virus type 1.
You have fucking crossed the line. Holy shit, we really are gonna die!
Take the brain chip. 5G's loving and good. Fluoride's good in your water. And the shot makes you feel good. I'm Elon Musk. And I love robots and self-driving cars. Take the brain chip. 5G's loving and good. Fluoride's good in your water. And the shot makes you feel good. I'm Elon Musk. And I love robots and self-driving cars.
When I joined Halliburton, I knew I was going to work on some big things. We put out a few fires at work. Once ran into a small challenge of getting some supplies to our troops. We built bridges, schools all over the world. But the biggest thing? Serving our troops good old American food. So they feel just a little closer to home.
Take the brain chip. 5G's loving and good. Fluoride's good in your water, and the shot makes you feel good.
I don't know how you do it. I put together some really impressive deals. But this thing you've pulled off, it's amazing. A big and tasty for just $1? How do you do it? What's your secret?
Got a buck? You're in luck. Because you can get a delicious beefy big and tasty, a McChicken sandwich, and lots of your other favorites on McDonald's Dollar Menu every day.
Together, Grimace, we could own this town.
Weeding again, eh, Bob? Huh? Why not do it once, do it right?
Why's your head in the ground?
I'm gonna watch Roundup kill these roots.
Hey, this is Spike's area.
Bob, Roundup can be used where kids and pets will play and breaks down into natural materials. Since Roundup kills the root, what's not coming back, Bob?
The weed?
You betcha, Bob. Come on down and take a peek.
Can I squirt one?
Sure, Bob.
This is my body, and I can do whatever I want to it. I can push it, study it, tweak it, listen to it. Everybody wants to know what I'm on. What am I on? I'm on my bike, busting my ass 6 hours a day. What are you on?
Yep, old Lance Armstrong there. He's not on the vaccine. He's just juicing. He's got the tunnel head juice stuff. Anyway, so the Planet X, I mean, the disease X, everything X is happening right now. So keep that in your head. Everything X. The X, everything is happening. There's a lot of comments coming in. I don't know if I can keep up with all these comments. But yeah, the X this, X that, XX, XXX. Here they're going to talk about how you're going to die from... Oh, I guess I'm already back. I could probably take that banner down. Click that thumbs up if you're watching on Rumble. If you're watching on Twitter, retweet it if you would. Just a retweet. A little retweet. Oh, now I need that button. A little retweet. Anyway, so... Yeah, let's listen to what she's got to say about the old... Disease X, about to give it to you.
In fact, the World Health Organization has named the next potential pandemic as Disease X. But that's not all. Disease X could be on its way. British healthcare professionals are gearing up for Disease X, which they say may be deadlier than COVID-19 and may have a similar impact as the Spanish flu. The WHO says Disease X could be a new agent, a virus or a bacterium or fungus without any known treatments. A report in the UK, beg your pardon, Daily Mail quotes an expert, Kate Bingham, who has issued a warning claiming that the pandemic caused by the Disease X could claim at least 50 million lives. She also mentioned that the virus has the potential to result in 20 times more fatalities than COVID-19. Scientists from the UK are putting their effort into developing a vaccine for this potentially deadly pathogen. After the potential threat from Disease X, WHO has now considered outlining a research and development blueprint that can focus on the diseases and the pathogens which needs to be prioritized for research, of course, in the context of public health emergencies.
There's a goddamn echo. What the hell? Oh, we poor Jews. Sorry. Yeah, you never got any of that Silverstein love. I was working on a video about Silverstein. That thing had echo on it. These sons of bitches. And they're sons of bitchin' echoes. It's ridiculous. So anyways, everybody basically...
Everyone has AIDS, 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 AIDS.
Yeah, so... This time around, I mean, like...
Let's go give it to you. I'll make them see everyone has AIDS. My father, AIDS. My sister, AIDS. My uncle and my cousin and her best friend. AIDS, AIDS. The gays and the straights and the whites and the spades. Everyone has AIDS.
Yeah. That's basically what she's saying.
Holy shit, we really are gonna die!
So you guys gotta watch out. because we're about to die from the X-AIDS. The X-AIDS. Yeah, we get it. Fuck. Everyone's got VAIDS. Jesus Christ. Keep playing the fucking song. Stop. I'm just kidding. I'm doing it. I'm the guy. Yeah, whatever. So anyways, I wish I would have wrote notes of like what I was gonna cover, because I'm just kind of rolling along. You know, is this the fucking yeah? So rolling on. There was a giant explosion in Fort Worth, Texas. I don't know if you guys know this. It was a big, big boom. It was to hide the tunnel Jews, is what it was. That was the whole conspiracy. It was like, oh my God, Jews are coming out of the tunnels. Let's blow a fucking hotel to pieces, you know? And people were like, it was a fucking terrorist, you know? And then I don't know what happened. It was like a Nashville Christmas Day fucking explosion, you know? Like kind of went out of the old psyche, out of the news cycle. I think it went out of the news cycle because it might have just been gas. I mean, this video here, they're pretty far away from the explosion. The explosion, right? And listen to what this dude's saying.
So exciting.
Sorry, I'm watching, okay?
Oh, it smells like gas.
Can we not be here?
Yeah. That's a gas.
Explosion?
That's a gas.
Yeah, so this must be after the explosion. They're smelling the residual gas.
Get the fuck out of here. Go!
Everyone's walking toward.
An echo on fucking YouTube. I don't know what to tell you, man. There doesn't seem to be. Let me check. This echo shit pisses me off. I can't. It's hard to monitor what's happening out there.
Look on the other side of the street. Something out had that part of that building is blown out.
Yeah, and blew out this. Just
No, on the other side on that street, there's shit blown out too.
Everybody's running back in there. And he sold it.
There's somebody sitting down next to the street light down here too.
But they,
There's a cop. Look at it, something blew clean out the front door.
yeah, that's the thing. Look at the top. There's like truck line on top of that roof. No, that was. Oh, that's.
Dude, that was a hell of an explosion.
Yeah, I'm confused. Is it me echoing? Yeah, I don't know. I was just able to monitor there for a second, and I don't hear any echo. I think you might need to go into the booth where they do the ear thing with, you know, the beeps and stuff. Was that the right or the left ear? And then you squeeze the thing. Dun, 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 dun. This is true. Normal, nothing to see here. This happens often. The normal, nothing to see here. things exploded, and we're just going to kind of move on from that. I myself haven't dug into to see, what the fuck happened with that totally. I seen the video, the smell of gas, when you're cooking with gas, sometimes your kitchen's going to explode, They're trying to tell you that. They're trying to take away the gas ovens so you're not cooking with the gas. So it doesn't do that. This is just a stark reminder, This is a stark reminder of why you need to get rid of the gas, because it'll explode like that randomly immediately after Jews have been seen running out of a tunnel. Anyways, other things in the news. What the hell was this thing? Oh yeah, that was that rebel journalist getting arrested in Canada. I don't want to talk about it. Let's talk about I'll go back to that. Let's look at Mike Pence here. Talk about January 6th like it's his favorite holiday.
President Biden, who's focusing on January 6th, of course. You have Donald Trump still talking about it. Do you? It's not just President Biden who's focusing on January 6th, of course. You have Donald Trump still talking about it. Do you want to just take this opportunity to clear up this lie that the FBI was leading the charge on January 6th? It's obviously not true. I'm sure you know it's not true. Do you want to make that clear to the voters?
I've seen the director of the FBI repeatedly assure the American people that the FBI were not the instigators of the riot that occurred on January 6th. And frankly, I'm very grateful for the efforts of the FBI to bring nearly 1,000 people to justice who ransacked our Capitol and did violence against police officers that day.
Violence.
But, you're right. We've been assured again and again that it was not the case. And I just must tell you, having been there that day, I mean, to see people literally breaking windows, ransacking the Capitol, it just infuriated me. I remember thinking, not this, not here, not at the United States Capitol. And I believe everyone that conducted that riot at the Capitol needs to be held to the fullest extent of the law. I'm pleased that many have. But I've never been given any information. I've heard the many repeated assurances from the FBI that they were not involved, and I take them at their word.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
Yeah, that was a fucking lie. That's a lie. You're a liar. There was a lot of the federal FBI in the area at that time. So there is that part of that thing. Let's see. A lot of you guys watch the AM Wake-Ups. We already covered a lot of this stuff. That's what I get for doing a late week show. I do this late week show, late in the week.
I'm kind of retarded.
Actually, it's at the end of it's probably the endiest at the end of the week ever. I could do a show like that. What else did I wanted to show? I wanted to show Hunter Biden. I thought this was funny because Hunter Biden showed up to this congressional hearing about him while he had like a fucking he's got a subpoena or something, He was supposed to fucking, no, I'm not going to be able to fucking find it, but he was supposed to testify or whatever before, and then he didn't show up, and he stood outside and fucking sweated and talked about, it's a fucking witch hunt, and he used all the Trump words and shit. But then he showed up at this other shindig. Oh, yeah, this is right. So he shows up at this shindig, and then he forgot his crack in the limo. Oh, that's the same clip. But he forgot his crack.
Miss Green from Georgia for 5 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Excuse me, Hunter. Apparently you're afraid of my words. Oh.
I need to stop this. Someone on Twitter world put out that Donald Trump should take this whiny Fran Drescher sounding dude, the fucking squat she does with 550 pounds at 3 sets of 10 is crazy, right? I don't know if that's how much she does, but like she does CrossFit and shit. She beat my ass. She could whoop my ass, right? That's fine. I don't give a fuck, all right? Could turn me on a little bit. I don't know. But my thing is like someone made the point of like, hey, Donald Trump should take her on as her fucking his VP. It's like, what? As soon as this bitch starts talking, I fucking just tune out. My brain goes, because that's about what her voice sounds like. Let's listen to it again real quick.
I'd like to reclaim my time, Mr. Chairman. Wow,
Literally.
That's too bad.
God damn. Anyways, Hunter went outside and he asked.
Please, I'll answer your question if you be quiet and let me make a statement, okay? What kind of crack do you normally smoke, Mr. Biden? Crack do you normally smoke, okay? What kind of crack do you normally smoke, Mr. Biden?
He's like, well, I'm trying to get out to get my crack right now. I left it in the locker near the library. Like, what a fucking show. It's all a fucking show. Hunter Biden shows up and he's like, or he goes, hey, I'll fucking do it. I'll do it in front of the TV, in front of everybody. And then the GOP goes, nah, we want to do it behind closed doors. It's like, what the fuck, dude? I wanted it on prime time. I don't have anything to watch it on prime time. I'm not going to pay for it, like it's a Kansas City football playoff game. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. This is America. You shouldn't have to pay to watch people smash their heads together so hard that their helmets explode into pieces and they keep playing. I'm pretty sure he kept playing. I don't know. I just seen a picture. That's all I'd seen was Patrick Mahomes' fucking head exploded from the cold. Anyways, I was hoping to see the Hunter Biden showdown, prime time, like the January 6th committee. But no. Hunter says, okay, I'll do it. And the GOP said, nah. What a fucking circus. Am I right? What a circus. Fucking ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Meanwhile, you got the old Donnie J making Donnie J. Trump making the Democrats awfully nervous. Mika, it looks shook. Mika shook. How are they going to do it? They say the Democrats 20-something%. 27, 28. Let's give them fucking 35%. I don't fucking know. It's in the 20s. We'll say it's the high 20s. It's the lowest it's ever been in any poll for people to put in Democrat. And they're going to turn around and try to tell you 100 million motherfuckers voted for Biden. You watch. They're going to try to say 100 million motherfuckers voted. Anyways, watch this.
Iowa caucuses. New polling shows former President Trump making larger inroads with two key groups when compared to 2016. Evangelicals and first-time caucus goers. NBC News national political correspondent Steve Kornacki is with us from the big board. Steve, what are the latest polls showing us about Trump's gain with these two groups? I have no words for evangelical voters at this point.
It's just in terms of the numbers on this, I'll show you here in a second. It is a dramatic, pick your adjective, dramatic turnaround, I'll say, since 2016 in terms of where Trump stands with evangelicals. We've seen this nationally, and I think it's the biggest story in Iowa. Just as a refresher, 8 years ago, Iowa caucuses, first time in the 2016, first contest of the 2016 process. Remember, Trump lost Iowa. He came in second to Ted Cruz. He barely held off Marco Rubio for third place. Remember, there were a couple days there after Iowa in 2016. People were saying, hey, maybe this Trump thing will all fall apart. He ended up winning New Hampshire, turning it around. But the overriding reason that Donald Trump lost Iowa in 2016 is right here. This is the exit poll from the caucuses. This is the evangelical vote. About 64% of the Iowa Republican electorate in 2016 was evangelical. And look, Ted Cruz won it. He won it by double digits, 34-22 over Donald Trump. So Cruz with a double-digit win among evangelicals. There was a lot of resistance, a lot of skepticism. Trump had some support with evangelicals, but Cruz was the candidate of the evangelicals in Iowa in 2016, and he won the state. So that was 2016. Our most recent NBC News Des Moines Register poll out of Iowa. This is about a month old, but this is what we've been seeing all year. Among evangelicals, look at the turnaround. Trump, who was losing by 12 to Ted Cruz, now with an outright majority, 51% of the evangelical vote, basically 2-1 over his nearest foe, Ron DeSantis, Nikki Haley, barely in double digits, 51%. That tracks, by the way, with Trump in that poll, his overall support in Iowa, we also had at 51%. And just the history of this, we said Ted Cruz in 2016, he won the evangelical vote in Iowa. He won the caucuses. Rick Santorum, 2012, won the evangelical vote, won the caucuses. Mike Huckabee, 2008, evangelical vote caucuses. That's why Donald Trump, the biggest reason Trump has been winning and winning big in these Iowa polls. But we mentioned that other group. This is always a wild card group in caucuses. First-time caucus goers can often be about 40% of the caucus electorate. Here is a group that Trump won in 2016, although it was close. He got 30%. Cruz, Rubio, both in the 20s. So this was a group that kept Trump in the game in 2016. Wasn't enough to win the state for him. But look at this. When you look now in our poll at first-time caucus goers, Trump with a 51-point advantage over his nearest foe here, Ron DeSantis. So he's had those two groups not just change in terms of one going for him that wasn't before. They have both exploded in terms of him now just winning outright majorities, massive landslides with both groups. It's why he's been so consistently ahead in Iowa. And it does set up, obviously, we are 6 days away from the caucuses themselves. Before that, I will say, we will have one final NBC News Des Moines Register poll before the caucuses. It's the one the whole political world is usually waiting on. Ann Selzer, the great pollster, takes it, and we'll see if either of these groups, if there's any sign of late movement in either of those groups, because that's what it would take for any of these candidates to stop Trump or to make this close.
Wow. NBC's Steve Kornacki, thank you very much. I think we'll see a lot of you soon. Joining us now, NBC News.
Yeah, those polls are rubbish. Remember when what's her name? Hillary Clinton, the fucking what the hell? The bitch. That's what I meant to say. Hillary Clinton, the fucking remember when they said she was going to become president? Remember that? The polls all said she's going to become president, you know? So that's what I'm saying. I mean, like, regardless, it doesn't matter. I mean, they're going to come up, they're going to be like, Joe Biden just got like 150 million votes, the most ever. We've never had such a fucking turnout in our lives. Can you believe this, America? Americans turned out, son, for Joe Biden, Joseph R. Biden. They turned out. They were like, yeah, Joe. Fuck yeah, Joe. You know? And then it's not, I mean, that's not how it's, that's, yeah. Damn, Alex Jones's Twitter fucking show's blowing up now. This is just a matter of time before that happens. Anyways, in other news, lots of things in the other news. Like, I don't know, Chris Cuomo, Jeffrey Epstein, talking about Jeffrey Epstein with Alan Dershowitz. Or wait, this is the one. Okay, this is talking about Lex Wessner. I don't even know if I want to play this. I only got like 20-something minutes left, but where's Shiva? He is definitely not in the polls. And also, I want to say, Shiva, how is Shiva illegitimate if a woman can be president? That's his whole argument. And, yeah, anyways. They've already changed that part, though, right? I mean, women can be president. Is that not correct? I mean, there's a woman vice president. And if you look into the Constitution, it was born at the time of this writing. Language. I want to say the legalese, but the language written at that, born in America at the time of this writing. At the time of this writing, that little fucking dumb, those fucking, now I'm counting words in my head. I don't want to count words in my head. But I'm just saying, I mean, if women can be president, then Shiva can be president. How can he? Hillary Clinton, does it censor you on YouTube when you type that in there? It's possible. It could. It could. I found out that on Instagram, I put in on Instagram, I made a fake video. Of course it's fake. It's stupid. But a video of the alien calling in telepathically into people's cell phones and the police scan with his telepathic mind, his brain, if you will. Anyways, he called in, and the word fuck, when I put it on Instagram, an Instagram, it beeped out the fuck. Like what? I mean, honestly, I should have beeped out the words in it anyways, but because it was funnier with the beep. Thank you, Instagram, for punching it up for me a bit. You know, I just didn't think, but they put it in there for me, and it's like, what the fuck? It's weird. Someone says it's when you have the auto captions on, but I don't even know how to fucking turn those on.
But when I was an alien and I said fuck, it was beeped on YouTube. The fuck was immediately. Little late when they're trying to beep the fuck. But yeah, they really punched up that joke. Anyways, this is Chris Como talking to a TikTok reporter about Les Wexler and his involvement with Jeffrey Epstein.
Documents released today. We have attorney Misty Maris, who's been helping with the cull since this started. So, Misty, there's some big shot name in there that some will know, some won't, but it's the suggestion that goes along with it.
She's an attorney? I thought she was a TikTok reporter.
Absolutely, Chris. So
she's
after
horrible.
Almost
Horrible at
5,000
reporting.
pages of documents today, the final batch of the Epstein documents were unsealed by the court. What names did we see? We saw the name Les Wexner. Now, this was identified in the deposition of Virginia Giuffre, stating that she had sexual intercourse with Wexner at least 5 times between the years of 1999 and 2002. She also testified that she saw him engage in other sexual interactions with at least 2 other girls. And, Chris, this is relevant, and it's because there's not a tenuous connection between Les Wexner and Epstein. So who is Les Wexner, right? He's a billionaire. He built a retail empire, bought Victoria's Secret in 1982, expanded it into L Brands. This is Abercrombie and Fitch, Bath and Body Works, these huge name companies. Well, guess who his financial advisor was? It's Jeff Epstein. And he gave Jeffrey Epstein so much control and power of attorney, allowed him to take out loans on his behalf, was responsible for giving or selling Jeffrey Epstein the $77 million Manhattan townhouse. So really, really intertwined here on those finances. Now, Wexner said that he had cut ties with Epstein in 2007, but before that, he alleged that Epstein had actually taken $50 million. Why is that? Well, that's a lot of money, right, Chris? Well, he never brought any case after him for theft or fraud or anything like that. So a lot of questions there.
It's a lot of money to let go. So the question becomes, if he were telling the truth, why would he let it go? And that then takes us down this sordid little path towards sexual involvement. Where do we get this allegation?
So Virginia Giuffre testified that she had seen Lex Wexner engage in sexual intercourse with minors. That's in her testimony. And with this testimony, she said that she had reported multiple individuals to the FBI and specifically said that she did not believe Lex Wexner would ever cooperate with law enforcement or provide any information regarding Epstein because she had seen him engage in that conduct. And so therefore, Chris, it loops back into this whole theory of and that we've heard through some of the testimony that there's videotapes, perhaps photographs, whatever it might be, that's being leveraged over the heads of the billionaires. Now, there's also been, there was in some documentaries and in the public sphere, allegations that Jeff Epstein and Lex Wexner might have had a sexual relationship. So whether or not there's more to that, we don't.
Ooh, Jeffrey Epstein and Lexi Sexy were fucking each other? What the fuck, man? These people are fucking disgusting. Yuck.
You have fucking crossed the line.
I guess.
The lie detector.
Well, calm down. Yeah. So we had the Jeffrey Epstein. I want to play this clip of this AI thing because I talk about the AI a lot on AM Wake Up, and I came across this clip of an AI comedian, if you will. An AI comedian.
One line of work that is most threatened by AI, one job that is most likely to be completely erased because of artificial intelligence. Stand-up comedy. I know what all the stand-up comics across the globe are saying right now. I'm an artist and my art form is too creative, too nuanced, too subtle to be replicated by a machine. No computer program can tell a fart joke as good as me. Well, let's see. This is just off the top of my artificially intelligent head. A fart was in the middle of a very nasty divorce, so she went to her sister's house and she asked her sister, "Do you think I'm doing the right thing by getting divorced?" And her sister said, "He's been holding you back for too long. You have to leave that asshole." There you have it. Stand-up comedy is dead. Literally. I might be the first stand-up comic to be brought back from the dead by AI, but I certainly won't be the last. Richard Pryor, Joan Rivers, Bill Hicks, Robin Williams, Dick Gregory, Andy Kaufman, Moms Mabley, Sam Kinison, everybody's coming back. And we're all going to have our own 24-hour-a-day, 7-day-a-week, 365-day-a-year streams commenting on everything that's happening in the world as it happens. AI resurrected stand-up comedians are going to be the news anchors of the next decade, which, now that I think of it, means news anchors are probably out of a job too. And I know that some people are going to be against that. Some people are always going to want a real flesh and blood human being observing the world and telling jokes about it. And I get that. I really do. But if you can keep an open mind, I think I can make a case for at least one comedian we can all agree is better in AI form, Bill Cosby.
Yeah, AI jokes. I mean, that was an all right shit joke. Yeah, leave that asshole, right? I spoke about Disease X coming through and murdering everybody, right? Because that's how that's going to work with the AIDS.
Everyone has AIDS.
It's true.
The end is near.
Anyways,
All gonna die.
this lady here, she said something. There's a whole 5-minute clip of this that's going around, but I took this end part off because just listen to what she says.
We can. There is that target of being able to deploy, hopefully, a vaccine within 100 days of the threat being identified. How close are you to that particular target, to making that realistic?
So that is an ambition. So to get from an identified pathogen to a vaccine and to therapeutics within 100 days. I mean, to put it in context, that's about a third of the time that it took us to get a COVID vaccine into people's arms, and that was an outstanding record. Usually it takes about 5 to 10 years for a new vaccine to come through. So it is a really challenging ambition.
Yeah, her talking about doing warp speed, if you will. She's talking about warp speed. And you know who loves warp speed is Donald Trump. And I found this clip of Mark Cuban talking to Kevin Hart. We all know about Kevin Hart and how much Cat Williams loves Kevin Hart. We'll come back. We got a clip with Cat Williams. Hopefully, I don't know. I may run out of time, but there's this call I found of this little talk Mark Cuban had with Donald Trump, a late night phone call.
Are you and Donald close? He called me the other day. He did? For real. Do you end button it, or did you pick it up? It was like DC, private, right? Yeah. I picked it up 2.5 weeks ago, and he's like, Mark? And I'm like, yeah.
I come down with a little bit of the COVID, which ain't bad with me because I took one of my vaccines.
Yeah, I know. Why are you?
I'm the godfather.
Yeah, we went over
of the vaccines.
I know.
Well, some call me the godfather, but really I'm the father of the vaccine. I literally went into the lab and I said, Tony, get the fuck out of the way, Tony. You don't know what you're doing.
Yeah,
you're sitting here, you're telling me it's going to take 7, 10 years for a goddamn vaccine. I said, look, we mixed this one with that one. We call it a shoe-bapa. Call it the goddamn...
shoe-bapa.
Just fucking call it the COVID vaccine. No one gives a shit.
They called it. We already talked
and then they insurrected me. Like assholes.
It's debatable.
First they were like, you know what? We're not taking this concoction that this genius made.
Again, debatable. We talked about this.
But then, after they insurrected me, what do?
Again.
They went and took the vaccine.
It's 3:30.
But it's a good vaccine. It's probably the greatest vaccine ever made. Because I made it myself in the lab. Right there, Tony was pissed. I was like, Fauci, listen. Shut your mouth. Get the fuck behind. Just get behind me. Just look at my ass. Are you touching my ass, Tony? I asked Tony. I said, Tony, are you touching my ass? Are you touching this ass, Tony?
Yeah. Great story.
Anyways, take the vaccine, guys.
Yeah. Call from Trump. Insurrections. Yeah, I'm looking up the Constitution thing right now. Give me a second. We'll look up the wording on it. In the meantime, take a look at the first film showing from space, showing what stars look like from space. This is the Balloon Pioneers. This is like 1962, I think. Did you see that? Let's look at that again real quick. Let's look at that again. 1962, balloon pioneers, filmmakers claim this is a real photograph. A real photograph of the moon and stars from space. Isn't that fucking beautiful? Look at that thing. Amazing, right? Hey, if you're watching on Rumble, click that thumbs up, would you? If you're watching on YouTube, I guess. I don't think anybody's watching on YouTube, but if they are, click. Do they have a thumbs up still? Or they take it out of the way? They give you a participation trophy. God damn it, I wish I had that clip pulled up. Some guy in Iowa walked up to DeSantis with a participation trophy. That was funny. That was funny. Anyways, so when we look at the constitutional thing, and it's Article 2, Section 1, let me blow this up. No person except a natural-born citizen or a citizen of the United States at the time of the adoption of this Constitution. No person except a natural-born, and this is Shiva's argument, there is no definition of a natural-born citizen. I don't want to get the fucking book. It's heavy. It's over across the room. Right? So no person except a natural-born citizen or a citizen of the United States at the time of the adoption. What am I, retarded? Possibly. Of the adoption of this Constitution shall be eligible to be to the office of president. Even here, neither shall any person be eligible to the office who shall not have attained to the age of 35 years and been 14 years a resident within the United States. I'm just saying, if Camilla DeVille can be the vice president of the United States of America, Hillary Clinton can run, right? They changed it. This has all was written for men. I mean, that right there, no person except a natural-born citizen or a citizen of the United States at the time of the adoption of this Constitution. Okay, I guess I could pull the .gov. It's going to say the same thing. Okay. Let me see. I only got a couple minutes, so I might have to. I wasn't expecting to get into a constitutional debate. All I'm saying is, this was written for men. Women couldn't even vote back then. You think this was for women? Exactly. It literally says person. And it literally says at the time of the adoption of this Constitution, which would have been at that time. Right? I'm not a lawyer. I'm not a constitutional lawyer. Maybe you are. Maybe it means DC constitutional lawyer. I don't have time. I can't pull up the whole fucking thing. I'll put a fucking note. I'll note it. I'll come back next week. It doesn't specify gender, and it says at the time of the adoption of this Constitution. Now define natural-born citizen. I'm just saying. Women couldn't even vote. They couldn't even be a part of this shit back then. But whatever. These guys and their fucking voting tricks. Oh, yeah, I really wanted to cover this thing. Fuck. Never going to be able to do this. Because I showed how out of touch with reality Mariah Carey is with fucking an electric bill. I only got like 15 minutes. Because I was going to show Bill Gates. Trying to, yeah. Okay, that's, okay. Yes. So, the Constitution's been pretty sliced up and amended and fucking You know, you were saying fuck borders. I mean, if we're saying fuck borders, wouldn't we say the Constitution itself is basically an outdated document, which is full of crazy amendments to fit the person and the the needs of the ogres on the hill, right? God damn it! There's so much shit I want to get to. I want to play this song by this kid. I can't believe it doesn't have more things. It's a country song, though. People don't like country. I'm not going to do that. Born naturally, Shiva Aridaria was synthesized in a lab. Okay, there you go. You win. Shiva is a clone. This is a fact. This is fact. God damn it, I got so much shit I want to play. I'm going to, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to play this fucking song because I can. And, oh shit, Vivek Ramaswamy shit's going to play. You know what? I don't understand why YouTube has to do that. Everything, it's got to replay. It's got to instantly play shit. Like, shut up. I don't want you playing right now. Please stop. Just stop. I feel like this song should have some play. Like, you know how that fucking, what's that song from the Anthony Oliver or Oliver Anthony or the Oliver's Twist guy? The guy with the red beard. You know, he got big. You know, this is a kid. I wish they had the live rendition of this outside, but this is the best we're getting right now.
I was feeling on my way, I was 12 years old, walking underneath the blanket of West Virginia cold. I walked right by, no trespass sign, yeah, the grass looked greener across the property line. I told myself that I would not shoot, and if anybody asked, I took the scenic route. My hand started shaking, I let a round go from the 223 poke stock powder load. Bye-bye. Yeah, I was born this way, who am I to be ashamed? It's the Indian blood in the poor man's veins. I did it that time and I did it again. Started selling meat to all of my friends and they'd buy. They'd buy. Cause there's a whole lot of people who like the wild food, but they can't go hunting cause the monthly bills are due. The farmers grow bread and the kitchen cooks soup, so I feel a lot of purpose with the deeds that I do in the trees. I found my sweet bye-bye. By and by. Well, I had to put the fear in the DNR, so I slashed their tires when they were parked. The whole administration they had done got scared, but a young new trooper caught a wild hare. He pulled me over with a hefty load, but the law don't own the mountain, so I left him in the smoke. Well, the doctors and the lawyers, they're good at what they do, but a man needs a license just to hunt for some food. The farmers grow bread and the kitchen cooks soup, but the Lord gave me a purpose with the deeds that I do. Back in the trees, I found my sweet bye-bye, in the sweet by and by. Says there's a time to heal, a time to build, a time to kill. Our father was a carpenter, he blessed me with the same steady hand, and I got time to kill. Cause there's a whole lot of people who like the wild food, duck soup. So I fed a lot of purpose with the deeds that I do back in the trees. I found my sweet bye-bye, my sweet
As do I.
bye-bye.
I am muted. Goddamn buttons. Son of a bitch. That's Brad Brownfield. Fucking buttons. Yeah, Brad Brownfield. Go check that out. The Poacher. What I was saying when I was muted there was that I don't know if all of his songs are that good. I clicked on another one of his songs and but that one's good. I like that one. Yeah, DC, I found this out. I haven't looked down, thankfully. But yeah. Tomorrow we got some AM wake up. Fuck. I knew I should have wrote it down. There's people coming on the show tomorrow morning on AM wake up. I don't know who right now. Well, you know what? I can maybe look. Let me see. Let me see if I can tell you who's coming on the show tomorrow on the old AM wake up show. See if I can figure this out real quick. Probably not. Nope, I am not going to be able to figure this out because I'm an idiot. But yeah, someone is going to be on the show tomorrow with me and Steve. It's going to be good. Probably have there's a whole document of stuff we're going to cover. You know, you'll be able to get that on the Rockfin and stuff. It'll be great. It will be great. You know, there's a couple more things. What do I got? A couple more minutes. I'm gonna fucking get run out of time because I have so much shit I wanted to show. Let's end it. Let's end it with the Bill Gates as an asshole. Okay, peace.
Been at a supermarket.
Long time ago.
Okay. All right. This will be interesting. All right. If you can guess 3 out of the 5 products within $1 of each one, the audience will get something. Okay. If you get all of them, we'll pay off your children's student loans.
No danger there.
No. All right. Which is going to be our prize model?
Real quick, no. As far as I know, no. I have no problem with Ryan at all. My thing was with, these blue check marks pushing shit stories. Like, that was like my, how these influencers going to be used to spread misinformation. I had a really hot mic. I tried to turn my camera on so I could, show that I'm just sitting here. But I had a hot mic. I was hot. I was loud. It's called hot mic. I couldn't even hear it. And then my levels were fucked up, so I couldn't see their little mouths moving. Anyways, I don't think he's denounced Tuesdays, man. He should be back. Hopefully he's back.
And here we go. There is rice-a-roni right there. The San Francisco treat, of course. How much do you think rice-a-roni would be within $1?
$5.
Okay,
The audience didn't like that.
Let's see.
Ready?
Oh, it's $1. Look, what a bargain.
I'll take 5.
I know. All right. Ooh.
Okay.
Tide Pods. You've been hearing a lot about those lately. What do you think?
$4.
Oh.
No. They want me to go higher.
Yeah.
Let's go with $10. $10.
All right. $19.97. It's expensive to do laundry.
I'll take a half.
It's very costly. Okay, now, very important.
This is my best chance.
Really?
This one, yeah.
Because you floss?
Absolutely.
Yeah. I floss as well. It's very important to keep your gums in good health. All right, that's floss. How much would you say that floss is?
I would say $4.
Look at you. $3.78, that's one. You need to get both of these within $1 so that they get something. If not, you get to run to your car. Totino's Pizza Rolls. One bag of Totina Pizza Rolls. Totina's. Have some tonight.
She can't even say it right.
From the oven.
It's Totino's, bitch.
I'll go with 22. No. 15.
20-something dollars.
8.
All right, let's try it. $8. $8.99. That's 2 in a row. All right.
It cut off at the end there, but what? 20-something dollars for a bag of Totino. What was she saying? I don't know. I don't speak gay. But yeah, I mean, tomorrow's show should be good on the AM wake up. The whole week looks pretty stacked. The whole Ryan thing, I don't know about it getting heated for a fucking last couple weeks. But yeah, what did you? Yeah, heated up for a week. I don't know what the fuck you guys are talking about. I mean, the one time I blew up about the fucking blue check marks, there was that time that I blew up, but I mean, like, and then we went back and forth on the corn thing, but that's what you do, you know? I get, you know, I'm not a devil's advocate guy much, you know, on stuff like that. It's like, you know, who are they and what did they put, you know, is it in the corn? Yeah, it's in the fucking corn, in my opinion. Why wouldn't it be in the goddamn corn? Birth rates are down, infant mortality up. It's just a couple dings and dunts and button bing pop people pops. Anyways, yeah. Hopefully he's cool and didn't take it personal. Yeah, I got nothing wrong with him. You know, I don't take things personally, and hopefully nobody takes shit. Well, you know. Whatever. If you got to take it personally, I guess you got to take it personally. But I'll be back next week, you know, for the show thingy, what we're doing right now. Maybe more people will tune in. Maybe get a little conversation on the fucking chats a little bit, you know, a couple extra people. Those of you in the chat, DC, thank you for interacting in the show. And you guys have a good night. Check out RantCast.com and the direct donate links. Peace.
It's a grotesque postmodern psyop, and anyone who's fallen for this is brain damaged. It's a grotesque postmodern psyop, and anyone who's fallen for this is brain damaged. It's a grotesque postmodern psyop, and anyone who's fallen for this is brain damaged. It's a grotesque postmodern psyop, and anyone who's fallen for this is brain damaged. It's a grotesque postmodern psyop, and anyone who's fallen for this is brain damaged. It's a grotesque postmodern psyop, and anyone who's fallen for this is brain damaged. It's a grotesque postmodern psyop, and anyone who's fallen for this is brain damaged. It's a grotesque postmodern psyop, and anyone who's fallen for this is brain damaged. It's a grotesque postmodern psyop, and anyone who's fallen for this is brain damaged. It's a grotesque postmodern psyop, and anyone who's fallen for this is brain damaged. It's a grotesque postmodern psyop, and anyone who's fallen for this is brain damaged. It's a grotesque